Up in Mooresville today at Stock Car Steel. Oh, Uncle Mike took a ride with me. We had to pick up some chrome moly. That can only mean one thing. That right there, that's the birth of a race car right there. Of course, while we were at it, we had to stop off and pick up a Wickman and a couple more Brown and Sharps because I'm insane and I like old iron. But yeah, this is going to be a game changer right here. I'm not going to exactly say what it is yet, but that is the afterbirth, the birth of a new race car. Hey kiddies, Saturday, May the 3rd, 2025. Well, we're going to fool around today with our old Dodge 330 wagon that we got from the Dan Dvorak estate sale. And we're going to build this car as a little tribute to Dan. If you've been following some of the videos, we bought this car down at his estate sale a couple of weeks ago for a whopping $129. And she's rusty, but felt bad for it, just sitting there in the weeds. And Dan had plans for it and then got sick, and it was on hold for about 20 years. Original California car. That was actually, what I was told, was pretty darn clean when he got it, but he got sick and it sat around and never came to fruition. But we're going to do something with it in memory of Dan. So today we're going to pull the old Slanty out, Slant 6. And this is the bigger of the two Slant 6s. I believe they had a smaller version. It was like 190 some cubic inches. Not exactly sure, 198, something like that. And then they had the big block Slant 6, the 225. And little tip for those that don't know, or those that care, and for those that don't care, don't listen to this. But how do you tell the difference in the big block Slant 6 and the tall block Slant 6 is this hose right here that connects the water pump to the cylinder head, the transfer hose. Well, the 225 Slant 6 is identical to its smaller brother. The deck height is different. The 225 has a longer stroke, hence what we would consider a tall deck block. And the taller deck, Slant 6, has this transfer tube, piece of hose here, that's a couple inches long. And the smaller Slant 6, that hose is just about void. The cylinder head's right on top of the water pump, so there's no section of hose with any length to it like this. So if you're looking for a 225, or somebody tells you they got a 225 and you're not sure, just look for that hose. And if you don't see that length of the hose there, well, then you got the small cubic inch little baby Slant 6, which was only about 100 horse. And the big old 225, I think, was somewhere around like a whopping 125, 130. But she's coming out. We're getting ready to unbolt her. And do a little bit of attention to this firewall. Got a little rust in it. But the rest of the car's not too bad. I pulled all the interior out, about a day or so ago to see what the floor pans look like. And they're not too bad. We're going to pull a couple little patches in. And we're going to keep the theme with the push-button transmission. I think that's going to be cool. And I'll show you guys the motor that I acquired to use as a core to rebuild. But not too bad. Got the tailgate open. Tailgate shot. So we're going to look for another tailgate. It's pretty rough. But in the spare tire well, we pulled out the old carpet and the old mat that was all rotten. But it's really not that bad. So she's got an 8 3/4 rear already in it. And jacked it up. And it looks like it might have a 355 gear. So we're going to retain that. But we're going to do I was thinking at first, we weren't sure what I want to do with the motor. We talking Gen 3 Hemi, 383B, But I got a real clean 440 core and a 727 transmission, and I think that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned, and I'm going to do a little time lapse. We're going to get this Slanty out, maybe get it on Facebook Marketplace and see if somebody will come give us $100 for it, because before I pulled it, my son Anthony shot some gas in there and got the points cleaned up, and we had this thing fired up and running. So she's a runner. So anybody that wants a 225 Slant 6 along with a 904 transmission, hit me up and make me an offer. Come over here with $100 and you probably get it. And I'll be even on my car. So, all right, guys, so stay tuned. 2 hours later. No speed record by any means, but it's Saturday. I'm just out here messing around by myself, just taking my time. Got it rigged up to the forklift, ready to yank out. I could do this kind of shenanigans down here in the South. Back when I lived in New York, you couldn't do this kind of stuff. So I got a little room here to play Last Stop Redneck Garage. Obviously, if you've been following, my shop is in my backyard. Not gigantic by no means. Got about 2,500 square feet of machine shop, but that's a story for another time. But got her rigged up, and she's coming out. Looks like everything's unhooked. There we go. Alright. Probably need to take the hood off, but I'm here by myself, so I'd be able to sneak her out. Look at that. Kind of hard to hold the phone. But fork's getting caught on the other side there. It's alright. We're not coming that hood anyway. Oh, Titanicing on the hood there. That hood's shot anyway, so. Alright, let me shut this phone off for a minute. I'm gonna need 2 hands. And she's out. That's one way to do it. I learned my engine pull skills from watching the guys at LaJoy's in Norwalk. Oh, don't worry about that. That transmission's getting tossed. That is a 904 Slant 6 Bellhausen, so that's not good for nothing. Although I do need to keep some of the rods, I believe, because we're going to put it back as a push button. Next thing is to get the engine bay pressure washed, and we're going to do a K-member swap. I got a buddy that parted out a 4-door car that I'm going to get the, well, I already got it. It's on its way in. I had to ship it in, though, because he's up in New York. But just so you know, everybody said, oh, you get the motor mounts from Schumacher. And that's true. Schumacher makes a lot of engine swap kits. But if you have an original early B-body, which this is, and it's a factory slanty car, you do still have to change the K-member to a V8 K-member. So we're going to get the V8 K-member, and then we'll get the big block motor mount kit, and we'll be in business. So we're going to get this sucker pressure washed up and knock off the rest of the sheet metal and rust that's laying around, and maybe have to do a little patching to this firewall. And then we're going to get Uncle Harold over from Dynamic to help with the transmission. And this bad boy is going to come out maybe in about a month and ready to hit the strip. So stay tuned with Project Dan Dvorak Tribute B-Body. Lakeview Motor Speedway, Saturday night, with the Gorilla. 5,000 to win in the street stock class tonight. Check out a little action. Figured we'd ride out tonight to check on a few customers and run the RPM engine. Also, we're going to do a little filming of the late model class come up a little later in the evening. That was the class that I used to run in before getting back into drag racing. It's going to be a tough one here. 30 cars starting for $5 grand. Coming to green this time around. Going green. Well, you can smell the E85 in the air. Non-start, back to yellow. Gonna have a restart. Jump the gun. Alright, so we're getting ready to start the main event. Super late model. Yeah, I do miss racing one of these. Last year was my last year racing, but I was partnered up with Brad Fowler in the M5 car. It was a lot of fun. We'll watch the start of this race. I'll keep it keep the video playing. We can at least see the start. They got 24 starting in the feature tonight. Maybe we could get a little bit of commentary from ex-racer Ryan Gilbert. What do you got to say, Ryan?
I came to see Ed Mason run in late model. I wanted to see Ed run. Somebody told me he lost his package.
Well, old Ed's back in the bushes, whether it be a drag car or a dirt car. Drinking Coors, you head for the mountains. When you're Ed Mason, you head for the bushes. Racing a late model, Ryan. Why don't you sponsor me and maybe we'll put one back together?
We could probably build one of them models, like little 8 scale models. I got enough money I can sponsor you one of those. Boys and girls, 750 horse plus.